Write the full form of UNEP, United Nations Environment Programme. What is Earth Summit? Earth Summit was a conference on environment development held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in June 1992. When did India sign and ratify the Kyoto Protocol? In 2002. Write yes or no. Rio Summit recommended a list of development practices called Agenda 21. Yes. Write the full form of UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. In which year the World Council of Indigenous People was formed? In 1975. Which day is celebrated as Environmental Awareness Day? 5th June. What is Agenda 21? Agenda 21 is the most important outcome of Earth Summit. It suggests a list of development practices for the protection of environment. Why is it necessary to enact environmental laws? Environmental laws is enacted for the protection of environment. How many states attended Earth Summit of 1992? 170 states. In which year the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change was held? In 1992. Give two examples of the global commons: Antarctica and ocean floor. Mention the names of two gases which are considered to be responsible for global warming: carbon dioxide and methane. Write the UN definition on indigenous people. The UN defines indigenous population as comprising the descendants of people who inhabited the present territory of a country at a time when persons of a different culture or ethnic origin arrived there from other parts of the world and overcame them. Next question. What is meant by resource geopolitics? Mention two resources which are relevant for global politics. This question is very much essential. Answer is resource geopolitics is the geographical political affairs which is concerned with the allocation and distribution of natural resources among the nation states of global arena. The two resources which are relevant for global politics are firstly oil and secondly water. Next question. Write two causes of water pollution. Firstly, due to garbage dumping, water is polluted. Secondly, due to bathing and washing in the riverside, water is polluted. Next question. Write two issues relating to environmental degradation. Firstly, issue of natural disaster. Secondly, issue on landslide. Thirdly, earthquake. Define indigenous population highlights the two problems of such people. The UN defines indigenous population as comprising the descendants of people who inhabited the present territory of a country at a time when persons of a different culture or ethnic origin arrived there from other parts of the world and overcame them. The problems are faced by such people are: first point, they lost their lands which belonged to them only for a long time. Second point, the loss of land refers to a loss of an economic resource base. Third point, issues related to the rights of such communities have also been neglected in domestic and international politics for long. Next question. What were the outcomes of Rio Summit? The United Nations Conference on Environment and Development was held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in June 1992. This was also called the Rio Art Summit. The Rio Summit produced conventions dealing with climate change, biodiversity, forestry, and recommended a list of development practices called Agenda 21. It gave the concept of sustainable development to be combined economic growth with ecological responsibility. The Rio Summit developed various contentious issues like commons, global commons in global politics of environment. And the relevant part of the Rio Summit says that states shall cooperate in the spirit of global partnership in conserve, protect and restore the health and integrity of the Earth's ecosystem. Next question. Write a short note on common property resources. Common property resources represents common property for the group. The underlying norms here is that members of the group have both rights and duties with respect to the nature, levels of use and the maintenance of a given resources. Through mutual understanding and centuries of practice, many village communities in India, for example, have defined members' rights and responsibilities. A combination of factors, including privatization, agricultural intensification, population growth, and ecosystem degradation, have caused common property to dwindle in size, quality, and availability to the poor. Therefore, the institutional arrangement for the actual management of the sacred groves on state-owned forest land appropriately fit the description of a common property. Along the forest belt of South India, sacred groves have been traditionally managed by village communities.